Now, the reason why weight training and cardio together isn't as productive is because you're sending competing signals, right? You're telling your body to burn calories fast with weight training, but then you're telling it to burn more slowly with cardio. So they kind of balance out. Right? So that's still better than doing cardio only, but in the long run, it's less effective. Now, a lot of people have a really, really hard time wrapping their minds around that, or, particularly people who have lost weight doing cardio, okay? Because they're like, you're out of your mind because I've done this and I've lost 30 pounds, 40 pounds, whatever, right? So once again, you can lose weight doing cardio. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but if these people would just like set that bias aside for a second and just listen to what I'm saying and process that information, I think it will make sense to you. And that's the way that anything is advanced in any way, right? Is we think one thing, we learn new information, and then we change our opinion or belief, right? So that's the thing that drives me nuts about like our science and culture and stuff these days. There was a time when that's what it was, is that we would discover new information and then things would change. Today, it's like if anything is discovered that goes against the past information, it's like, well, we need to put that over here and we don't want anybody to know about that. Anybody that's ever changed anything or evolved information in anything, whether it be fitness, health, anything, right? There have been people that have been willing to go against the grain, think outside the box, and do something differently than everybody else. There's a lot of people that tell me that I'm wrong because they're like, well, all the IFBB pros do cardio to cut up for a show. Well, first of all, they don't all do. That's not true. They don't all do cardio to cut up for a show. There's quite a few that don't, that understand the same thing that I'm saying. And the ones that do, yeah, they're wrong. Yes, I am saying that an IFBB pro is wrong. I'm not afraid to say that. If they did what I'm saying, it would work better. So that's the thing, guys, is you have to be willing to listen to new information. If you go through the comments on the last video that I posted on the subject, anybody that's saying that I'm wrong has not tried what I'm saying. They've only ever done cardio or the combination of cardio and weight training. They've had success doing that, but they haven't attempted it the way that I'm saying by doing weight training alone. They don't have a frame of reference. And if you also look at those comments, anybody that has done what I'm saying has been more successful. Now, with all of that being said, once again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do any cardio at all. I personally like to do sprints 2 to 3 times a week. It's pretty short. There's a field, like a park over near where I live that's, I would say, probably 60, 70 yards long and then ends with a hill. So I'll do that like 2 or 3 times a week. I'll do sprints across the field and then up the hill. I usually do about 6 of them in a workout. And then with rest periods in between, that usually takes me 15, 20 minutes. So it's not long, but it's short and intense. So it's really challenging my heart and lungs, right? It's training that, but it's also working in a similar way to weight training where it's teaching the body to burn a lot of energy very, very quickly rather than sustained, right? So if you have a fat loss goal and you want to be healthy and keep your heart working and stuff as well, I would recommend that. Weight training with high intensity interval training just a couple days a week. It doesn't need to be every day. It doesn't need to be every workout day, just a couple days a week. And weight training is also going to work your heart and lungs as well, guys. If you do a set of 15 to 20 squats, you try to talk to me after that. You got to catch your breath. Take your heart rate, right? Do a set of bench press, right? Do a set of overhead press, do a set of rows and take your heart rate. That's the thing that blows my mind too, is people think that because cardio works your heart and lungs, that weight training just off and doesn't do shit. Like, I don't understand that way of thinking.